What do meatballs in tomato sauce, eggplant parmigiana and cheese Saganaki have in common? Well, they are dreamy Mediterranean recipes, indulgent, comforting, delicious, and we've seen the three of them on this channel, of course, but they do require a lot of moving around, different working stations, frying in one place, baking in the oven, and well, sometimes they require a full-on wood fire barbecue. So today I'm so excited to be partnering with Typhur, who are kindly sponsoring today's video, to see if I can recreate these very traditional Mediterranean recipes in a more efficient way. To do that, I'm going to be using the Typhur Dome 2 air fryer, which is an absolutely beautiful piece of kit. It's got 360 heating technology. It's got elements at the top but also at the bottom, which means I can challenge myself and try some meatballs because they're gonna be cooked evenly on both sides. It also has a huge basket, which is 12 by 12 or 30 by 30 for my fellow Europeans. And at the end of the video, I'll also share a unique discount code if you guys want to try the Typhur Dome too. Let's start from meatballs in tomato sauce. I've already got my breadcrumbs soaked in milk, my egg, meat, and my parmesan. Actually, I'm just gonna add a bit of olive oil because I think the mixture here is gonna a little bit dry. Salt, and I'm just gonna mix everything in the bowl. I'm gonna start shaping my meatballs now. Everything is fitting here so comfortably. Honestly, I could have put so many more. So I'm going to be using the air frying mode at about 200 degrees and for about 8 minutes. I think that should be enough because my meatballs are not too big. Well, 2 minutes left. The Typhur is so silent that I can hear the meatballs sizzling inside. Let's take a look. Wow. Incredible. Wow, they are the perfect mix between like compact and also I can tell that they're like super soft and delicious inside. Look at this guy. I can't wait to try them, but first we're gonna address one thing, which is obviously in the traditional recipe, the meatballs will continue to cook in the tomato sauce after being fried. And that's why I've air fried them for 8 minutes and not 10 or even more, because I still want them to be a little bit soft inside so that now that I add the tomato sauce, which I have preheated, it can still get in and they can still be very saucy and juicy. Here they are, my meatballs. Ooh. They look incredible. Wow, it is really amazing. I love that thin, crispy outer layer and inside it's so soft and juicy and oh, it's amazing. I think we really nailed it. And then when you dip it in the sauce, it just goes right in. The recipe is with tomato sauce, but let's try this little guy and see how it is just air fried. It's even better. I love it because it still has the same feeling of sort of greasiness and like it's very indulgent and saucy, just like a fried meatballs is, but I've literally used 1 tablespoon of olive oil in my mixture and we've air fried it. It's gonna be so hard to stop eating these meatballs, but you know what's coming. We have parmigiana now. We're gonna test 3 of the 15 different modes that the Dome 2 has. I have my butter, I added some flour, eggs and some sparkling water, which is a trick that my mom told me that she said it's amazing to keep it firm and to create a slight crisp. Okay, for this one we're gonna do air fry again, 210 minutes, a bit more than the meatballs just because I think I've cut them a bit thick. So let's go for it. Wow, amazing. They really look like they've just been fried in lots of oil. What is amazing is that even though there is some butter that is on the grilling plate, I'm actually not gonna worry about it because I'm not gonna need it. We're gonna need one of these, a baking tray. Anything that will go in an oven will go in the Dome 2 air fryer. It literally fits perfectly in the basket. Let's assemble our parmigiana. Let's not be shy. Some mozzarella. I'm actually going to sprinkle a little bit of olive oil. So just to add, like I did for the meatballs, a bit of that oily flavor and texture. I'm gonna go in with my last layer of tomato sauce, parmesan. So for this one, I'm actually gonna use my app here on my phone because I wanna use roast mode, which is note here. I want it at around 180 cooking time. Let's go for 18 minutes and start. I love how you set it on the app, but then you still have to come to the device and do it. I'm actually gonna finish it off for a couple minutes on the grill mode to get a nice crispy top. Wow. Let's cut a nice slice. Ooh. Wow, it looks amazing. I mean, love the consistency of the eggplants and the tomato sauce. Amazing. It's got all these different textures, like a traditional parmigiana. I mean, everything is so fantastic because you have that thick layer of tomato sauce at the top, and then, which we've achieved with the grill mode, and then inside this juicy tomato sauce that has gone into every little pocket of the eggplants, the fried eggplants. So this was amazing, really 10 out of 10. Last but not least, we've got cheese Saganaki, because every good meal needs to end with a cheese, right? I do have feta, couldn't find Naxon Graviera. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on the pastry to kind of, again, give me that feeling that there is olive oil. This is probably a lot of pastry for this block of cheese. That's very chubby. For this one, I'm gonna go for standard air fry at 200. Let's do 6 minutes, a bit more than 5. Let's now take a look. It's like it's puffy, yeah? All right, this might be because I've used puff pastry and not filo pastry. I couldn't find it. Let me coat it with some honey. It's nice and melted. It looks like a sando. A bit, right? It does look like a sandwich. This could be a new interesting recipe. We're not gonna call it Saganaki, but we're gonna call it something. It's a win for me. It's like a nice cheese sandwich. Another amazing function of the Typhur Dome 2 is that it has a self-cleaning mode. It goes up to 260 degrees Celsius, which is amazing. It's gonna clean off all that grease and grime that we have created today. So here we have our 3 Mediterranean dishes. We've got meatballs in tomato sauce, parmigiana, and cheese Saganaki, or my interpretation of it. I've been so impressed, honestly, with the Typhur Dome 2 air fryer today. I think the meatballs were my favorite. The texture is exactly the same as the ones that I've had that were prepared and cooked in tomato sauce. They tasted oily, like they tasted as if they were actually fried in oil. And I was really blown away by the Dome 2's dual heating technology. Having those tubes at the top and the bottom gave these meatballs such an even browning. Inside they were so juicy, and we did it so much faster than if we had to fry them one by one in oil. And we fit an entire parmigiana in the Dome's giant basket. I mean, what would my grandma think? I'm really impressed. So if you guys want to try the Dome 2 yourself, Typhur is running a back-to-school sale right now, down from $499 to $349 already. And you can get an extra 10% off with my code CLAUDIAROMEO, bringing the price down to just $314. You can find it in the description box as well. It's gonna be a very hard mind game to convince myself not to eat everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.